burner in Lagos and Nigeria. And this is courtesy of one man, a private initiative who's trying to take boxing to another level. I've seen footages, I've seen pictures of this event, and it's something that is worth commending. The Yucateco Boxing League, it was held for 13 weeks across 4 states. This includes Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, and Ondo. 20 professional boxing clubs took part in season 1, which ended in Lagos in February 2024. The Boxing League is the first of its kind in Nigeria, with over 200 boxers competing across various clubs in all weight categories. Yucateco Boxing Promotions also staged an all-female boxing championship in Lagos. It was a 5-day event held at the Yucateco headquarters in Ikorodu, Lagos, where several young female pugilists were discovered at the championship. And I can tell you that one of them is right here with me in the studio. Season 2 of the Yucateco Boxing League will get underway in June 2024. All right, joining the program now live is the CEO of Yucateco Boxing Promotions, Omole Imadu. I want to believe I got it right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, and Ayisat Gbadamosi is a female boxer. She's also live on the program this evening. When I was told the female boxer was coming, I was expecting to see one very huge lady with, maybe 10 packs and thereabout. Well, I guess she's telling me here that the more you look, the less you see. Well, let me start with you. The last time I saw you was in Abuja, the Sport Minister's office. You went to have some conversations with him as regard the Yucateco Boxing League. Talk us through this success story as far as boxing is concerned, especially from the grassroots.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having me in your studio, first and foremost. It's a wonderful initiative. I'm so elated, and actually the passion is actually what led us to Abuja. The general sayings will always be there. You can never hide good things. Mm-hmm. When you have a good deed, you believe in something, you work towards it, the whole world will see the success. And people with like mind will believe your work is actually aligning with their primary objectives and him. Like the minister, Honorable Minister of Sport Development, John, and that is what you see. And he had to give us the accolade, he called us over, and we have to discuss it over how we can actually take this thing into a broader scope that all the people all across the creators of Nigeria from various trenches in Nigeria can get to participate in it and to make it national. And that has just been the major focus of the discussion on that wonderful day.
Mm-hmm. You know, when Jesus was born in Nazareth, doubters said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Something good is coming out of Ikorodu. What's been the reception like, in a place like Ikorodu that is regarded as, one of the slums in Lagos, in quote, and you having a world-class tournament like this, a world-class event like what we just saw, like what we see right now on the screen. What's been the reception like in that neighborhood, having an event of this magnitude right there?
Well, thank you for that. I must respect the general public and the stakeholders and the people of Ikorodu by me giving away my cap. You see, Ikorodu has been on the news of late,
because of this?
Because of this, it's been in the news for late, and I can categorically tell you now that the highest area with the greatest in terms of numbers as far as boxing fan is concerned is Ikorodu for the moment. We're talking about a slum where we've been on the news for so many wrong reasons. Here comes NSAS, here come the mobile issues and all kind of things, but though in the late. And that's why people like us are like, there are good things can actually come in from here. How do we engage those people, arrest them? So this given initiative couldn't have come from any other better place rather than Ikorodu to show that, let's engage the energies, let's arrest them, let's prove to the world that something good can actually come in here when there are positive engagement, And also for the record, just imagine, Ikorodu, we've done series of at least 2 or 3 given event was taken in there. Without, I don't think it has happened anywhere in the whole of Africa. We recorded over 4,000 spectators just for a boxing event, amateur boxing event. That shows that Ikorodu to the world, Yucateco to the world. So I give kudos to them and I give them respect on that,
Absolutely. And I personally think, this is my personal opinion, boxing is a combat sport. And what you've been able to do is to fuse boxing and entertainment. And that is a selling point to bring people around to want to watch boxing. Season 1 is over. Season 2 is in the offing. We understand that we should be expecting international boxers from South Africa, Egypt, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Mali, Cameroon, and Benin Republic. Isn't that going to take away the primary agenda of developing the sport from the grassroots here in Nigeria to other parts of the country?
No, not really. But at the same time, it's still just aligning with the primary aim and objectives of what Yucateco stands for. Giving a consistent platforms to all those God-given talents to make sure here in Africa, when you talk about Africa, you're talking about Nigeria. Being a country that represents 2/3 of the entire black population. So we talk Nigeria, we talk about Africa. So the whole thing is this. It's not going to affect, rather it's going to build and actually propagate the main objective of Yucateco Boxing League. Season 2, we decided to take it to a broader scope, meaning that it's not just enough identifying those our own God-given talents in here. They keep fighting each other. They are limited in scope. But then when they go to all African games or they go to Italy, they go to other places to intervene, it's a different kind of atmosphere, training and stuff. So we also want to give them an opportunity. That's why we give an opportunity to foreigners who actually come. They get used to each other, different kind of world they've been, and it gives them fame automatically. Come to think about it. If a boxer come all the way from South Africa, those giving people in South Africa actually want to see what is he doing in Nigeria. But he's not going to fight himself. He's fighting our own people, our own local talent. Automatically, that face in the form of like Ayisat Gbadamosi is not being known only within the confines of Nigeria, but it's also being known outside. So that is another way of actually promulgating and promoting those giving faces right from what? The grassroots. And they get encouraged, they get known, and we can actually put them on that part of becoming a world champion sometime. Somehow. Okay,
we saw some product of the Yucateco Boxing League at the African Games with Team Nigeria. What was the performances like?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And,
I have a product here already.
Yes, because I categorically say in the presence of, in the likes of Shukrat Karim, the record is there. Some people might say, oh, he's talking about, the record is there. Yucateco Boxing Promotions discovered Shukrat in 2018. And that was when we sent them, single-handedly we sent them to Kaduna in the last national championship. And she was representing Yucateco, and she came back with a silver medal for Yucateco as a company at the time.
Let's bring Ayisat into the conversation now. Glad to have you on the show today. How old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
You're 17. When you told your parents you want to become a boxer, what was their reaction?
It was even my dad that took me into boxing.
Oh, it's finished. So, what was the attraction for them, really?
Okay, firstly, it was because I was stubborn. Then I said, okay, because you're stubborn.
So they should go and beat you outside?
Yeah, that's what he thought, but thank God for life.
Now you are beating them. Interesting. Okay, what's been your experience like, since you became a boxer?
I've faced a lot, though, but I know I'm facing a lot. I'm seeing a lot, but thanks to Yucateco, I'm passing through it now because I'm moving forward gradually. Every day by day, I'm seeing the blessings of God in my life through him. So now I'm cool in boxing. Yes, sir.
Okay. So were you at the African Games in Ghana? No, you were not.
Yes.
Okay, cool. At what you're with a category, and what are the titles you've won?
Okay, my weight category is 54 kg. I'm fighting 54 kg. Then I got a silver medalist at championship last 2 years. That was 2020. So I got a silver medalist.
Okay. Looking at your boxing career, I mean, what's your projection? I mean, how long have you been in boxing, and what are your projections as a boxer?
I've been into boxing. I started boxing when I was 11 years. So that was 2018.
So you are 6 years in boxing?
Yes, sir.
So I can confidently say you're an experienced boxer?
Yes, sir.
So in your 6 years of experience, have you ever been well beaten?
Yes. That was my first outing. You get beaten like,
Blue black?
Blue black. But and I said, okay, well, we'll meet again. But fortunately for me, we did not later meet.
Okay.
If not because she beat me that day, I will not go to boxing because I was like, how can you beat me? We have 2 hands, so you can't beat me. So that's why I started training harder and harder. Then, thank God.
All right, you were not part of the team to the African Games. What are your projections as a boxer? What are your aims and your objectives?
My aims are to be the #1 in my weight. So I want to make myself proud, then my family proud. And my sponsor at the Yucateco, the chairman of YBP, the CEO, Mr. Amadou Emmanuel. So I want him to be proud that he sponsored one girl. That's me.
So far, so good. Have you made a lot of money from boxing?
Not a lot of money, but through the process, sir.
And you have hopes that you can make money from boxing?
Yes, I have hopes, sir.
All right. I'm sure you've been watching, big fights. I mean, the last time Anthony Joshua had a fight with Francis Ngannou of Cameroon. Ngannou was beaten, but he earned £20 million. You looking at getting to that level?
Yes, sure, sir.
And you buy the whole of Ikorodu? All right, let's come back to you quickly. Just my very last question for you on the program. What's been I mean, it's one thing to say words. I saw you with the sport minister, and I knew he said a lot of things in terms of support from the ministry. What exactly is the ministry doing to support this initiative, this private initiative to help boxing in Nigeria? I've seen Tony Koyingwachu come to Ikorodu to watch a fight and all of that.
Yeah, thank you. The Honorable Minister of Sports representing the government, has spoken, and I believe he meant it when he actually said it, Like we've said, we can't just leave the government alone, believing sport is going to go to the same stage where it was in developing countries, So the corporate people, the people with well endowed, just like we've decided to come into place, and all, which the #1 above everything is the protection of the government, to make sure the efforts, the time, the dedication, the money, the passion we're putting in, to make sure these given kids are being engaged and they can be what they want to be, is coming to limelight. And in that given scope, a lot of discussions went with him. But what I can say in him, representing the government, the country of Nigeria, is that he's ready for athletes development, and it's 100% throwing his weight to make sure this thing becomes a national league where that will be open to all boxers, irrespective of where they are, to make sure Nigeria is going to come back to what we have. So I give kudos to him.
All right. I want to say thank you so much for being on the program today, CEO Yucateco, Omonle Imadu, and thank you to Ayisat Gbadamosi, a female boxer. Thank you for being on the show today. Thank you so much for what you're doing for boxing, and we wish you the very best of luck. I think that will be the size of the show today. Let me say thank you to everyone who was a part of this production. Let's do this again tomorrow. Until then, I remain Promise Fogi, urging you to have a wonderful Tuesday evening. Bye-bye now.